I woke up this morning, which I'm thankful for that, by the way. I woke up this morning, grabbed my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, opened it up, and on the very top of the planner was a cool quote by my man, Tom DeLolio. Tom DeLolio is Sandra Benstock DeLolio's husband. That's right, Benstock as in Brian Benstock's sister. Her husband, Tom DeLolio, submitted this quote, said right here, "Every day do something that will inch you closer to a better tomorrow." Every day do something that will inch you closer to a better tomorrow. Well, I'm going to hope, wow, that P kind of like popped out. I'm going to hope to be a part of that for you today. I want to help inch you a little bit closer to a better tomorrow. Fair enough? Fair enough. Let's dive in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Tuesday. That's right. Today is Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Now listen, I gotta level with you this morning. Today's episode of hashtag Rise and Grind will be a little bit different than what you've experienced over the last year and a half, something like that. You see, back in the day when I first started this show, so this show started January 6th of 2018. And I used to do this show from the utility closet of my house, right? So we had this utility closet. It was about 6 foot by 3 feet wide, 2 feet, 3 feet wide, wasn't very wide. And I set a desk up and I had a halo light and I put a camera, and the water heater was behind the camera so nobody knew I was in a utility closet. And then I put up some like sound deadening stuff on the walls to make it look like I was in a studio. And then I put up this chalkboard. The chalkboard that you still see behind me every single day, that exact chalkboard. And many times people have said, hey, Glenn, you could replace that chalkboard. You could put up a TV screen. You could do so on and so forth. You could do so much more with that. And I'm like, nope. The chalkboard reminds me every single day when I write on that chalkboard. It reminds me of how far we've come. And it just reminds me of the humble beginnings, right? That's all we had in the beginning. A piece of chalk, a chalkboard, and a little webcam. Started a movement that has impacted the planet in ridiculous ways, right? We've raised over $800,000. We've helped battle human sex trafficking. We've connected people all across the world. Pretty cool stuff, right? And so I keep the chalkboard. And back in the day, for the first year or so, maybe even a little longer, the first year and a half, maybe something like that, Rise and Grind had no weekly themes. None. Like, I literally would wake up, go downstairs and I would write that episode. Whatever was on my heart that day, that's it. There was no themes whatsoever. Nothing was connected. We could be talking about math on Tuesday. We were talking about science on Wednesday. We were talking about English on Thursday. We were talking about whatever, right? I'm just using those as metaphorical examples. There was just no congruency, right? And I was thinking about that about a year and a half in. I was like, man, we need to tighten this up a little bit. And so I actually took a look at my church, Southland Christian Church in Lexington, Kentucky. And I looked at the church because they're a big mega church. And I was like, how do they, do their content? And what I looked at, or what I realized, is that they had a series. They would do a 4-part series each month, right? They would do whatever the series was, a certain chapter of the Bible or whatever they were talking about. And they would do a 4-part series. And I was like, oh, okay, well, there's 4 days a week that I do shows. There's 1 day a week that I do an interview. So what if I just do a series each week compiled of those 4 episodes? So instead of doing a new series every month, we do a new series every week, right? And I made that transformation a few years ago, and that's been really great for us. Added some congruency, more time to talk versus trying to rush everything into a 20-minute segment, that type of thing. And I think it's been good. The feedback that we've gotten from the audience has been good as well, right? And so that's what we normally do. Weekly series over 4 days, interview on Fridays. And this week we had a theme set up. And I had Brandon make the B-roll videos and so on and so forth. And I just decided yesterday morning and then again this morning just to push it back, if that's okay with you. I'm going to push that series back. We'll push it into next week. And instead, this week you're going to only get my daily heart, if that's okay with you. You're just going to get the daily heart. And we'll do it next week. We'll do that other series, right? But I just feel like as hashtag Rise and Grind is evolving, it is evolving at a rapid pace. And it is starting to really blend with Breakfast with Champions, which Breakfast with Champions is our new expanded daily network of motivation, education, and inspiration, right? I mean, we're talking Breakfast with Champions now has, how many hours is that? 15 hours a day of programming. And Breakfast with Champions is pretty amazing because it's not just Glenn, right? Rise and Grind has always been my show, Glenn's thoughts, Glenn's feelings, Glenn's so on and so forth. Whereas Breakfast with Champions is a collaboration, an incredible collaboration. And so as we've been going through this evolution, I just feel like it's a great time. I feel like it is a great time to make sure that you understand the heartbeat of hashtag Rise and Grind and the heartbeat of what we've done and the heartbeat of why we do it. Does that make sense? Like, that's what's on my heart. How do I make sure that you experience this evolution with me? How do I make sure that you don't get left behind in the evolution? How do I make sure that those of you that are new, that have only experienced the mornings through Breakfast with Champions, understand the heartbeat and the culture of hashtag Rise and Grind? And then how do I make sure that those that have been with me on Rise and Grind the whole way understand the culture and the expansion that is Breakfast with Champions? Does that make sense? Just having a one-on-one here. It's just me and you this morning, a little bit different. But that's what's on my heart. And so that's what I want to do this week. And also, I want you to make sure to be able to take away like some better insight on things that you can do and that you can apply right now in your life, today, this week, this month, this year, to take control of many of the areas and aspects of your world based on what I've learned over time over the last 942 episodes of this show. Does that make sense? Like, pause the series, slow down a bit, look back. What have we learned? What has worked? What didn't work? How can we apply that to your life? How can my experience be applied to your life so you can evolve in the 7 main areas, right? The 7 pillars: family, faith, fitness, friends, finances, your career, and your mental health, right? How can you apply these things and grow moving forward? Does that sound okay to you? Because I think that's what we're going to do this week. And so with that said, we're going to dive right in. But before we do, you know what we got to do on this show. You know what we got to do. Listen to a little Tony with the keys.
Stay woke.
There we go. There we go. All right, listen. For those of you that know, those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where we do some dancing. You see, I believe, Isaac Newton said it, that an object in motion tends to stay in motion, and an object at rest tends to stay at rest. So we want to get these bodies in motion, all right? Those of you on Instagram behind the scenes, you can't hear the music, but there's music playing. There's music playing over on Facebook. There's music playing over on Clubhouse to a song called #RiseAndGrind, written by the one and only Tony with the keys. So we do some dancing. This is also the part of the show where I say good morning to you and you say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up and I'll say what's up back. How you doing, Emily Gowler? What's up, Amy Bricker? How you doing, Kim Fair? Randy Aber, I am so glad you're here this morning. What's up, Joan Goebel? Great to see you. Mr. Don Sankey and Megan DiMartino, great to see you as well. Over on Instagram, I see Manuela all the way from Italy. Great to see you. What's up, Erica Cancun? How you doing, Tim Hunt? Great to see you this morning, sir. And of course, over on Clubhouse, we got my peeps, right? We got the whole fam. I see Liza Myers Borges is in the house. Dr. Janie and Justin and Magana. What's up, Amanda Dahl? I see Monica and Vernita, the hot sauce of Clubhouse. I see Inspire Motivation. I see Lil Bird 70. I see Minchelle and Claudette. That's right. Whether you're listening live, whether you're watching the replay, whether you're on Clubhouse, whether you're listening on the podcast. Hi, Larissa. Great to see you. No matter where you're listening in or viewing, please say good morning to me and I'll say good morning to you, all right? I'd love to connect with you. What's up, Amy Kennedy, dancing with her dog right now? We've got Patricia and Robert and Pam. My man Ramon is in the house. What's up, Sharon? How you doing, King? What's up, King? I'm so glad you're here this morning. Mark is here, and I see Crystal is in the building. What's up, Regina and Rita and Navia and Maria and George and Wendy? That's what I'm talking about. Packed house over on Clubhouse. And of course, over on Facebook, Michelle Berker, Brad Smith, Arlen Anderson, Sean Jones is in the house this morning. We're packed. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Jeannie. Great to see you. Yes. Hearty good morning. Hearty good morning to you, sir. Hey, listen, while you're here, there's a couple things that I want you to know about. One, Breakfast with Champions over on Clubhouse now goes from 5 a.m. till 8 p.m. with incredible content, motivation, education, and inspiration all day long. All day long. So no matter what your time zone, no matter where you are in the world, make sure you tune in and check that out. Also, I do want to let you know that we are putting together an epic event in Lexington, Kentucky, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. This is going to be the celebration of the 1,000th episode. The 1,000th episode of #RiseAndGrind. We're going to celebrate it right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Kentucky is the birth state of #RiseAndGrind. So we're going to celebrate that by bringing back our annual Grow Your Business for God's Sake event. It's going to be at the Central Bake Center, Lexington, Kentucky. You can get your tickets right now, and I suggest you do so. They are selling fast, and we will sell out. So go to growforgod.com. That's growforgod.com and get your tickets. We're going to have speakers, 3 full days. Speakers, we're going to do it TED Talk style, like 17-minute talks. We're going to have entertainment. We're going to have music. Kentucky Dom's going to be there. Darian's going to be performing. We've got all kinds of things that are going to be going on. You do not want to miss this celebration. I know how to throw a party. I'm just telling you. You should see my 4th of July parties. And that's just 4th of July. We are going to celebrate all that Rise and Grind is and this evolution with Breakfast with Champions right there in Lexington, Kentucky. So go to growforgod.com to get your tickets on that. And you can actually do it right now while I'm running this quick little video. I want to make sure to give you time.
It's action-packed. It's faith-filled. It's changing lives. We started a fire.
The music, the speech, the presentation, it was out of this world.
This event has been completely mind-blowing. It's been so powerful and moving.
Such a great environment. We're new business owners, and as new business owners, it's important and it's crucial to learn from the best, and we're here to learn from the best, and so I encourage you to be at the next one.
If you did not leave this place inspired, there's something wrong with you.
The value that I'll take with me leaving this event is greater than any dollar I could have spent to get here or be here.
So in the beginning, when I first started hashtag Rise and Grind, I didn't wake up so early. I was not an early riser like I am today. Like not at all. This morning, I actually, no alarm clock, woke up 3:30 a.m. Like that's my new jam. I'm a morning guy now, but I didn't used to wake up so early in the mornings back when I first started Rise and Grind. As a matter of fact, I used to stay up fairly late, and I would play video games at night. I was a video game guy, and so my wife, she would be in bed, she'd be asleep, and I'd go downstairs or wherever, and I would play PlayStation and so on and so forth until 12 or 1 or 2, or depending on if I was playing Madden football or Call of Duty or whatever, right? And I would play video games late at night. And I also used to watch a lot of football. Like I was big into football. I was big into the NFL. I used to love fantasy football, look forward to playing fantasy football, watch all the preseason games. Sunday, my wife and kids just knew that Sunday during football season, that was dad's time to watch football. I would disconnect from the family completely unless you wanted to watch football. If you wanted to watch football with me, then we could hang out. If you didn't want to watch football with me, we couldn't hang out. And at that time, like, work was a blast for me. I loved my job. I was the general manager at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky. And it was cool, man. Like, I was the boss. And so I got to walk in the morning, and I'd have my Saturday morning sales meetings. And then I got to be creative all day, which is what I loved, right? We were winning. We were the second largest used car franchise dealership in the country. And I got to be creative every single day and got to sell a bunch of cars. And we did a lot of video content, right? Like it was just fun. Like it really was fun. And so I'd go to work in the morning, get up at whatever time. I had somewhat of a morning routine, not like I do now. And I'd get up in the morning, I'd go in, I'd be creative all day, I'd have fun, I'd sell a bunch of cars, and then I'd come home about 8 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that is when I'd get home every night. And then I would eat my microwaved dinner. My wife would have made dinner. She'd have it on a plate wrapped in foil. I would eat my microwave dinner. I would put the kids to bed if they weren't in bed already. It was like 50-50. Sometimes they'd still be up. Sometimes they'd be ready for dad to put them to bed. So I would do that. And then I would go to bed really, really late and do it all over again the next day. And so I had a morning routine, just not as early as I do now. And I really made incredible money at that dealership as the boss. And I had created an amazing team of superhumans around me. And that was like the long and short of it. I did this for 8 years. And what was cool about the dealership is we taught life skills, not just job skills. So any of you business leaders out there, entrepreneurs, anybody that has a team of people, I highly suggest that you teach life skills, not just job skills. And that was one of the things we did that really helped evolve our people into the great, amazing superhumans that they became. And we also created amazing content all the time. Like amazing content. We did parody videos, parody videos. We'd make feel good videos. Our commercials look different than anybody else's. Like we would tell impact stories of different things that were going on within the dealership, car giveaways, Dan Cummins deeds, so on and so forth. And we even live streamed our Saturday morning sales meetings. Now, this was unheard of in the auto industry. Saturday mornings was the day you go behind the curtain and plan out your strategy. And we would live stream the Saturday morning sales meetings every single Saturday out into the universe, helping other dealers as well, which was also kind of taboo in our industry. And so that's what was going on in my world every day. That's what it used to look like. Get up, go to work, do the thing, have some fun, create some content, sell a bunch of cars, come home, 9 o'clock, eat dinner out of the microwave, maybe put the kids to bed, maybe not, stay up late playing video games, get up, do it all over again, make a whole bunch of money. Like that was my jam for a long time. And then came this thing called hashtag Rise and Grind. And hashtag Rise and Grind was really a gift. You see, hashtag Rise and Grind came because I was really upset about social media. I noticed that social media was filled with nothing but politics, violence, and division. It was this negative space that was just eating away at my soul every time I flipped through it. Maybe some of you still feel that way sometimes, minus this show, I hope. But that's all that social media ever was, and it was really bothering me. This was the time that Colin Kaepernick started taking a knee, and the world was just so divided. It's even more divided now in a lot of ways, but I just couldn't find a safe place online. I couldn't scroll without getting fed some type of negative narrative. And so I decided, since I couldn't find a safe place online, I decided I was going to create a safe place online. And I thought if I would just create a space that was filled with nothing but motivation, education, and inspiration, that I could at least have that safe spot, right? And that I could create that safe spot for others. And we weren't going to change the entire world. And no, it wasn't going to eradicate all the other stuff, but at least it would be a safe place. Now, I'm also a big fan of marketing. I like marketing and I like making an impact. And so I knew that if I could do that and I could do it first thing in the morning, I could help people change the way they start their day. And if you change the way you start your day, it makes a massive impact in your life. A morning routine that taps into mind, body, and spirit first thing in the AM will completely change your world. Versus a morning routine where you're hurried, you're rushed, you're flipping into your phone and your social media, you're seeing all that negativity, so on and so forth. It ultimately affects your energy. And so I knew if I could help people change the way they start their day, it would make an impact. So that was one bonus to creating this space. Now, the second bonus to creating this space is I knew that this would be incredible marketing for the dealership. You see, the early episodes of hashtag Rise and Grind, for those of you that were there in the beginning, the early episodes of hashtag Rise and Grind, they were basically 30-minute long Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick commercials. Now, I would weave the stories of my team, of our success, of a customer that I met. I would weave those stories into lessons that we could learn, but it was a freaking infomercial. You just didn't feel like one. And every day I'd say, my name is Glenn Lundy. I'm a husband to one, a father to whatever it was back then. 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids, 7 kids. Who knows? I'm a husband to one, a father to so many, and the general manager at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealership in America. It's 5:30 a.m. and I hope you're ready to rise and grind. I say that every day. Just planting those seeds. Anybody who was watching, boom, I'm brainwashing them. Dan Cummins, 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 Dan Cummins. So it was great marketing in a creative way that people didn't even realize they were being advertised to. So 1, we were changing the way people start their day and creating a positive space. 2, we were marketing and advertising for the dealership, which helped us in groves. We attracted new employees and we sold a whole lot of cars, right? And then the third part that I was able to attack by creating hashtag Rise and Grind is I could help people feel seen, help people feel heard, and help people feel significant, right? Like Gerald Thompson, I see you. Coach, I see you. Beth Lucchese, I see you. Tarika Simmons, I see you. Linda Labons, I see you, right? It's a big deal. Magana, I see you. And Kimberly, I see you. Renee, I see you. G.I., I see you. Douglas and Tara, I see you. Dora Maria and Kate and Lori, I see you. Jeff, I see you. Rita, I see you, right? It's a big deal. Feeling seen, heard, and significant is the basis of, it's really the catalyst of hope. You see, I experienced a period of my life where I felt invisible. And when I was invisible, I lost hope. But when someone sees you, hears you, or allows you and can make you feel significant, now all of a sudden you feel as though tomorrow can be a better day. It offers hope for the future. And so I knew that this basic human desire existed. And so I could help people feel seen, heard, and significant. I could also market the dealership, and I could create a safe space where there would be no politics, no division, no violence. And so I was able to kill 3 birds with 3 stones. So those were the things that I knew going in to hashtag Rise and Grind. And those are 3 things that you should know in all that you're creating as you step out. It's important that you make people feel seen, heard, and significant. It's important that you consistently share your message, whatever that message is. And it's also important that you stay out of those places that are negative or detrimental to your spirit and to your soul. So there's 3 takeaways from what I knew in the beginning. Now I'm running out of time, so I'm going to give you these next 3 takeaways. That these are 3 things that I didn't know at the time, but I know now. So what I didn't know at the time is that when you point a camera at yourself every single day and you can see yourself in the camera, when you do that, in time, you're going to start to see who you really are. You see, in the beginning, I promoted a lifestyle I didn't necessarily live. And as I would speak the words out of what people should be doing, all I could do is look myself in the mirror and go, who are you, Glenn Lundy? You speak the words of a champion. You've had some success of a champion, but you're not living the life of a champion. And so in time, I had to get aligned, mind, body, and spirit, to where the words coming out of my mouth, the thoughts that were in my head, and my actions were in alignment. And when you find that alignment, that trinity of alignment, I've got to tell you, it's a world changer for you. Getting aligned, mind, body, and soul is incredibly powerful. And sometimes the only way to do that is to take a really good, hard look at yourself and start to make the adjustments. So each episode, I got a little bit better. As I stared my truth in the face, I got a little bit stronger, I got a little bit better, and now I am far more aligned. It is always an evolving process, but I am far more aligned than I ever was before. The second thing that I learned quickly is that a one-track mind gets old and stale quick. You see, I went through a season, like when I was doing shows in the beginning, I started kind of running out of things to talk about. I'm like, I need some more content. Like God would give me a message, he would give me a download, but I didn't have like the information to back it up. It wasn't creative enough. And so I realized, like, I'm not reading any books, man, outside of the auto industry. Like, I've gotten very one-tracked. I'm just staying in my lane. And so I started reading, man, and grabbing new content, bringing in new books from outside of my lane, things that were uncomfortable, right? Like things I never even thought I would read. And some of these books completely transformed my world and transformed my mind and transformed my life and transformed my thoughts and transformed my vocabulary and transformed my ability to hold a conversation. And so I suggest to you that stay away from the one-track mind thing. That one-track mind will get old and stale quick. Instead, expose yourself to things that you're uncomfortable with. Expose yourself to new thoughts and ideas. And watch the transformation that it has, or that it can make in your world. And the third thing, I'm sorry I'm going through these so fast, but I'm over on time. The third thing that I learned that I know now that I didn't know then is that with the right discipline and the right amount of time, you are truly capable of becoming anything that you can possibly imagine. Today I wake up at 3:20 a.m. every day after sleeping 4 hours and 20 minutes. I wake up. I'm the strongest and healthiest that I've ever been. I'm eating better than I've ever eaten. I have more energy now than I even did before. Like, I am a completely upgraded human being. I am stronger. I am healthier. I am more efficient. And what's amazing about that is there is nothing miraculous about me. You see, you, my friend, and I are the same. We are the greatest creation ever created. We are children of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And as a child of God, you literally have the ability to transform yourself into anything that you can possibly imagine with the right discipline and enough time. And here's the really cool part. As the son or daughter of a creator, as my sister and as my brother, who I love you dearly. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. As that creator, our ability to shift and adapt is unlike any other. A tree will always be a tree. A bush will always be a bush. A dog will always be a dog. But you, lady official, you, Grace, you, Julie Lentini, you, Robin Welshans, you, Claudette Rose, you, John Paul Guidry, you, Tony Moe, you, Terrence, you, Evan, you, Helen, you, Big Mike. You can be anything you want to be, bro. You can be absolutely anything you want to be. Start today. Like it said in the quote in the hashtag Rise and Grind planner this morning from Tom DeLolio. In case you forgot it, I'm going to finish with this. Start today. And every day, do something that will inch you closer to a better tomorrow. 1 inch at a time, my friends. That's how we get there. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. That's right. We got tons of them up there. This is episode 942. If you haven't done so already, please go grab your tickets to Grow Your Business for God's Sake event in Lexington, Kentucky. It really is going to be off the chain. I absolutely would love to see you there. And if you want to hang out and talk about this more, we're going to be on Clubhouse apparently for the next, I'm still learning the math, 14 more hours, bringing you motivation, education, and inspiration. I would love to see you over there. But most importantly, come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. See you tomorrow.
light of soul, a cruising day, didn't make much, $100 minute. I closed my eyes and I began to pray, and then I see somebody at Rite Aid, the lodge wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place, then come in Chevrolet. The lodge wide open. The lodge wide open. Well, I don't know if you've got credit, but I don't care. What do you want to see? I take a breath, I got you by my side. I'll show them all, it's gonna be a long night, 'cause the lodge wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place, and come in Chevrolet. The lodge wide open. Now everything has changed. I'll show you trust, I'll show you everything. The lodge wide open. The lodge wide open. I'll show you anything. Oh yeah. The lodge wide open. Wide open. Of stuff you want to see. Let me go grab the keys. Please have mercy on me. Oh, this could take all night, looking at cars and vans, but that's okay because the lodge wide open. The lodge wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place, and come in Chevrolet. The lodge wide open. Now everything has changed. I'll show you trust, I'll show you everything. The lodge wide open. The lodge wide open. I'll show you anything. Oh yeah. The lodge wide open.